Yes, good morning to all of you. Myself Mahesh Jagdish Pingle, lecturer Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Ambad. So, dear students, first of all, I will welcome all of you in the fourth semester of this 3-year diploma course in Electronics Engineering. Dear students, in this particular lecture, we are going to discuss our curriculum, the syllabus contents, and also we are going to discuss the consumer electronics syllabus in detail. Now, while talking about the curriculum in this particular semester, that is fourth semester, you have to study 5 different theory subjects and one it is practical oriented subject. Now, while talking about the syllabus, the first subject you are going to discuss is nothing but linear integrated circuits, which is abbreviated also as LIC. The subject code for this LIC subject it is 22423, and this particular subject has an external practical examination of 25 marks. The second subject we are going to discuss is nothing but the consumer electronics subject. The subject code for this consumer electronics CEL is 22425, which has an internal assessment of 25 marks. The third subject we are going to discuss it is microcontroller and application, which is also abbreviated as MAA. Subject code 22426. This subject you have to give an external practical examination at the end of semester, which is of 25 marks. The basic power electronics is the next subject which we are going to discuss in the fourth semester. The subject code for the basic power electronics it is 22427, and for this particular BPE subject we are having an internal examination of 25 marks. The last theory subject which we are going to discuss in your fourth semester it is digital communication system, abbreviated as DCS, having subject code 22428, for which you have to undergo an external practical examination of 50 marks. The sixth subject which we are going to discuss is nothing but maintenance of electronic equipment and EDA tool practices, that is called as MET, having subject code 22036, which is having internal 50 marks examination. Now all above 5 subject, that is LIC, CEL, MAA, BPE and DCS, you have to give the examination with theory as well as practical. So all these 5 subjects has a theory examination. You have to appear for MSBT theory examination for the above 5 subject, that is LIC, CEL, MAA, BPE and DCS. Now, if we understood the basic syllabus contents and different subjects of EX4I, now let us have a look over the consumer electronics subject. Now, myself Mahesh Jagdish Pingale, I am going to deliver you all of you the consumer electronics subject in this particular semester. Now, what exactly we mean by the consumer electronics? So, dear students, in our day-to-day life, we came across the different types of consumer electronic equipments. So, if I take some few examples of consumer electronics equipment that we are using in our day-to-day life is nothing but television is the consumer electronic equipment, then refrigerator is consumer electronic equipment, radio is consumer electronic equipment, washing machine is a consumer electronic equipment, and many more. So in this particular consumer electronics subject, having subject code 22425, abbreviated as CEL, we have to study the different consumer electronics equipments, their theory, working principles, construction and applications. So the consumer electronics subject is basically classified into 5 different units. The first unit, it is related with the audio fundamentals. Second unit, it is audio system. Third unit, it is television fundamentals and transmitter. Fourth unit, it is television receiver. And fifth unit, it is consumer electronic appliances. Now in the first unit, that is in audio fundamentals, so first two units are dedicated for the audio systems itself only. So we know that the different audio systems which we are using is nothing but a PA system we are using, then some hi-fi amplifiers we are using, CD players, DVD players, MP3 players are nothing but the different audio systems. So the first unit, it is dedicatedly given for the characteristics of sound, what exactly we mean by the sound, because audio is nothing but the sound. So we know that the frequency range for audio system, it is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So whatever the applications lie within the frequency range 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, it is nothing but the audio applications. Now in this particular unit 1, first of all we are going to discuss what exactly we mean by the sound, what is the definition of audio, what is the frequency range of the audio, then what is different characteristics of audio or sound. Once we understood the characteristics of sound, then we are moving towards the audio amplifiers. So audio amplifiers are further get classified into two types: mono amplifier as well as the stereo amplifier. So we are going to discuss the block diagram of mono amplifier, stereo amplifier, comparison between mono and stereo. Then once we understood the audio amplifier, then we are moving for the microphones. So day to day life we are abbreviating microphone as a mic. So what are different types of mics we are using in audio system? So their types, working principle, applications. Also we are going to discuss the different loudspeaker, their types, construction, working principle and application. And finally we are going for the troubleshooting of such a kind of equipments and the different types of components. Now after first unit completion, then we are moving towards your unit 2, that is called as the audio system. And in this particular audio system you are going to study the different types of audio systems like CD player, hi-fi amplifier, PA system, it is called as the public address system, home theater, MP3 player and their troubleshooting. So CD player, it is nothing but the compact disc player. Hi-fi amplifier is nothing but high fidelity amplifier. PA system is nothing but public address system, home theater and MP3 player system. So in the second unit we are going to discuss the block diagram of these all audio systems, also their working principle, applications, advantages, disadvantages, etc. Now once we finished our audio related part, that is unit 1 and 2, then we are approaching towards the television concept. So TV, all of we are using a TV in our day-to-day life more efficiently. So what is the working principle of TV? So why it is called as the television? What is the meaning of television? Then television fundamentals, how video itself it is captured, how it is mixed with the audio. Then all such a kind of television fundamental concept we are going to discuss in unit 3rd. As well as we are going to discuss the television transmitter in 3rd unit. Once we understood the television transmission process, in unit 4 we are going to discuss the television receiver as well as high definition television, then the recent technology what we are using, that is called as light emitting diode televisions, liquid crystal display television, then your direct to home services, OLED television and their troubleshooting. And last but not least, in your unit 5 we are going to discuss the different consumer electronic appliances like microwave, oven, washing machine, digital camera, and their troubleshooting. So whatever the journey of this particular consumer electronic subject, it is very much interesting. So definitely you will enjoy all this syllabus curriculum, and definitely we can try to elaborate the different audio visual communication to all of you, so that you can get concept of your clear concept of your consumer electronics subject. So meanwhile, for today we will stop here. So in our next lecture we will start our first unit. So thank you very much.